takes courage. Creativity takes courage. And we have a very special, courageous woman coming from Dhaka to join us for a fireside chat with Dr. Harbeen Arora. And I invite this very special personality, this beautiful woman who curates and created the Dhaka Art Fair. I welcome Nadia Samdani. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the elegant Nadia, traveling all the way from Bangladesh to be with us for this conversation. She's also the co-founder and president of the Samdani Art Foundation, along with her substantial half, who sits there in support. The director of the Dhaka Art Summit, where they support the work of Bangladesh and South Asian contemporary artists and architects to increase their international exposure. The Dhaka Art Fair has completed 2 successful editions, correct? 4. Absolutely, double. Welcome. Please, Cham Cham, this beautiful lady.
Can you move here? Or would you be maybe here? A little here? Yeah? Okay. Yeah, come here. It's okay. Works. No, okay. Works. Okay, perfect. Okay. All right. Please sit here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome a very special soul sister from Bangladesh. She is Nadia Samdani, as Mansi kindly introduced, and she is the founder of the Dhaka Art Fair. And we have been talking a lot about the role of the arts in reclaiming humanity that must pass through healing. And arts are our way of a conversation with ourselves and a conversation with society in the service of evolving, change, transformation. So we are here to learn and discover from Nadia Samdani, and we are very happy to be joined by her husband, who's here in support. So welcome to the Women Economic Forum. We are very happy to have you with us. And Nadia, we will start with you. Tell us a little about the Dhaka Art Fair, how you started it, and what is the vision?
Thank you, Dr. Harpreet. I'm very honored to be here today among so many encouraging and inspiring women. It's really an honor for me and my team back in Dhaka. So first of all, I'm a mother of 3 wonderful girls. And I come from Bangladesh, which is where the leader of the country is a female. The longest serving female leader, the Speaker of the House. The Speaker of the House is a female. Bangladesh's main industry is the garments industry, where 70% of the workforce is led by women. And so I started my journey in 2011. I co-founded the Samdani Art Foundation and the Dhaka Art Summit with my husband, Rajiv. And the reason why we started it is because when we started off as collectors, and we saw that there was very, very little presence of Bangladesh everywhere around the world, especially the Western world. People had very little idea, and when it came to South Asian art, they only knew of Indian art and a little bit of Pakistani art, and the rest of South Asia was kind of neglected. So that's how the idea of the foundation was born and the Dhaka Art Summit was born, where we wanted to give South Asian art, Bangladeshi art, a voice and a platform. And today it has become one of the most important art events in the world. And just recently, Art Forum UK published that the Dhaka Art Summit is the highest visited art event in the world. This Dhaka Art Summit has put in Bangladesh on the global map very positively, and honestly, I mean, it just happened. So a lot of passion, dedication, support with the arts, and the incredible artists that we could work with over the years.
Tell us a little about the influences in art in Bangladesh, and what is the role of female artists in taking the Dhaka Art Summit forward?
Well, most of the artists, I would say, they are influenced by current events, whether it's political or national or any events around it. It's mostly current events. But I'm very proud to say, when it comes to women artists, one of the top emerging Bangladeshi artists that has come out very recently is one of the a young Bangladeshi female artist. Her name is Aisha Sultana, and she won we also give out an award called the Samdani Art Award. It's for young artists under 40, and she won it in 2012, and now she is being looked at by major museums. She is being shown all over the world, and like her, there's so many other female artists who are really going forward and being looked at and being recognized for their talent.
You know, artists have always had an uneasy relationship with commerce because you are so consumed with the meditative form of whatever art you practice that the world of commerce is sometimes strange to tread. But today, increasingly, you see fields such as arts management and artists learning to have to market themselves, even, you know, there could be an ecosystem, there could not be an ecosystem, there could be galleries, there could be fairs, there could be art collectors. How do you, what is your advice, or what is it that you are offering to the artists, or is it part of your mandate or not, or what is your understanding of the current commercial scenario in Bangladesh and in the world market when it comes to artists fending for themselves as well and making money from their works?
So, first of all, I'd like to point out that the Samdani Art Foundation is non-profit, and it's a non-profit organization, and it's completely self-funded by us. And all the artists that participate in the Dhaka Art Summit, they participate for free, which is, we support them. Their projects are supported by the foundations. So what it is, because, and all the visitors that visit the Dhaka Art Summit is free entry, open for all. Like, for example, there are no VIP hours. So we have visitors from around the world. Like last edition in 2018, we had 317,000 visitors over 9 days. Thank you. And the visitors are collectors, curators, galleries, journalists, scholars, academics, head of states from all over the world who come and see. And the reason why, the Dhaka Art Summit has become a platform where people from all over the world come and discover artists. They see them, and they see it just for their talent. It's not that they know these artists from before or they've heard. They're just there. It's just based upon their work. And so from there, they discover these artists. A lot of gallerists sign them up. They're being invited to participate in all over, in different museums, different exhibitions around the world. They're being collected by collectors. They're being written about in all kinds of publications around the world, and are now being acquired to museums. So people can see, it's accessible to everyone. So when it comes to commercial, we do support their projects. We do support them by giving them the platform to grow, and then from there on, they're being selected by galleries. So we are basically the bridge between the artist and the rest of the art world to discover them.
So the Dhaka Art Summit is a platform for artists in Bangladesh to showcase their talents, wherein curators, galleries, people from all over the world, journalists, come there and discover art from Bangladesh. Since it's so successful, do you have any plans to either take the Dhaka Art Summit to other countries, it could still be called the Dhaka Art Summit, and have editions in different countries, or even if it's in Dhaka, expand and include people from, artists from the greater South Asian region as well?
So the Dhaka Art Summit is a platform for South Asian art, and artists from all over South Asia or artists who have a connection with South Asia, they all participate. It's curated. Since it happens every 2 years, it's a research-based platform, and we also partner with a lot of institutions. Like for the next edition, we've partnered with Cornell, Berkeley, Harvard, from around the world, and we invite curators 2 years ahead for their research across South Asia and to put up a show for us under one roof. And what happens a lot of times, or in the past, what has happened, particular shows, they've traveled for in a lot of places. Like they've traveled to, recently there was one in Dubai, there's traveled to MoMA Warsaw, Myanmar, Hong Kong. So they travel. So Dhaka Art Summit, although it happens for a very short time, 9 days, but around the world, throughout the year, they travel in different places. Of course, not the entire show because it's a huge show, but parts of it travel. And besides the Dhaka Art Summit, which is one event of the foundation, we have various other events where we have a lot of seminars, we have a lot of workshops to work with artists, and we're also in the process of building a sculpture park and an art center now in Bangladesh, in Sylhet. It's the northeastern part of Bangladesh. So that will also become a hub eventually for like a meeting and a point for artists to work together, to do workshops and have residencies.
That's a lot of work. It's really beautiful to hear you talk about it with so much passion and the vision that you have to really develop the whole ecosystem of the arts, My last question to you is, what is it that drives you? What is the most satisfying part for you in doing what you do at the Dhaka Art Summit with all the artists? And what is it that feeds your soul and gives you that purpose and drive to continue every 2 years to put up another edition, bigger, better, bolder?
For me, success is seeing our talented artists in major institutions, museums around the world. For example, next week I will be going to New York at the Met, where I will see Bangladeshi artists there on display. So, which is a big thing. For the first time, there's Bangladeshi artists at Met and also in major museums. So for us to see an artist where they're actually nowhere, no platform, nothing, no studio, no representations, they're just talented, and from there, just within a couple of years, they've made it. So it gives us, for us, that is the satisfaction.
Thank you so much, Nadia, for this beautiful interaction. We are really so proud of you, and we want to leave you with a blessing that may your work grow and prosper, and may the artists that work with you reach the highest of pedestals and showcase the beautiful spirit of Bangladesh to the world. And ladies and gentlemen, when you next time see a Bangladeshi artist, please know there's a woman behind it all.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for being with us this evening. It's such an important piece that you and your husband are working on. It's really honoring to know that you're supporting the arts in Bangladesh. I'm going to, right after this.
So, Manu, I don't know if any of you know, Manu does the Vancouver International South Asian Film Festival. every year.
Every year.
Every year in Vancouver.
Our board of directors also sitting
Over here.
So
So I'm sure she would love to work with you on the South Asian showcasing piece.
thank you. So a big round of applause for Nadia Samdani. She's receiving the Woman of the Decade in Arts Leadership.